baby. It's time for TNA on Insiders Pro Wrestling. TNA, 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 TNA. Are we ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
What's up, everybody? And if you are looking at the screen right now, you know that we have an announcement regarding TNA's new television deal. They will be headed to AMC, and I'll be showing a little preview of the little preview that they put out on social media here in a second. I did cover it up for copyright purposes, so we don't get hit with that. But yeah, really excited about the news. Mr. Stormy says, I have a question. Are you going to live stream TNA when it's live on Thursday nights on the AMC at 9? Yes, I am going to. We are still going to do TNA. We will probably shift our start time from 7:45 to 8:30. Since the show will be starting at 9, so we'll do a bit of a pre-show and some other things leading into the shows going forward. But yes, we will continue to do TNA. We've been here for such a long time, and we will continue to be, and really want the best for TNA, and really excited about their growth opportunity and them being able to get on AMC and a bigger platform. So really excited about that. James Chadwick shared with me, if you've been an Impact TNA fan for a while, you've heard us talk about Joe Doring and his battles with cancer. And I believe he's battling it once again. And Sami Callihan has put out a link for donations. So, James, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you, if you can, to drop that link in the chat. And Joe and I will talk more about it on Sunday for Between the Ropes. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about it tonight since we're doing TNA. And just wanted to send our thoughts and prayers to Joe Doring. We will be making a donation as a channel. So if folks want to donate here, if you want to drop a super chat, we will make a donation as a channel with that. So just to throw that out there, because we want to support Joe. He's always loved Joe, and was always awesome to see in the ring and see him work, and really hate that he's going through this again. But hopefully he knows and his family knows and many of his friends know that he has a lot of support out here and a lot of people willing to chip in and help if they can. So yeah, I just want to mention that too. So James, if you can throw that link in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play the promo and we'll come back on the other side. I'll talk a little bit about some of the details that we have right now. I did get a couple questions through some messages, so I'll answer a couple of those, and then we'll get ready for the preview and the start of the show. So here's the promo that we saw on social media. Maybe it won't play. I have no idea. That is not good. And hello, everyone. I'm here. So let me see if I can get this to play again.
AMC is the new home of TNA Thursday Night Impact.
This is TNA's greatest stage.
Every Thursday at 9, non-stop drama, non-stop thrills, total non-stop action.
It is like electricity.
TNA Thursday Night Impact starts January.
So January 15th is when TNA Thursday Night Impact will begin on AMC. I'm really looking forward to it. And I will go ahead and give you a few details now, but did want to address Katie's question here. Here's the schedule. So we will be here tomorrow night for Final Resolution. We'll be here at 8:15, and yeah, that's when we'll start tomorrow night. We'll see who can join me tomorrow, but yeah, should be a really good night. TNA's last special of the year. Brandon, I will get to that question in a moment because I am going to give you a cautionary tale about that and information that's out there. So please know that. So, all right, in terms of the news that we have, this is, they announced this on December 2nd, and the first show will be live from the Curtis Colwell Center in Dallas-Fort Worth, in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, Thursday, January 15th, 2026. This agreement is for AMC and AMC Plus. James mentioning the time difference. Yes, that has changed. The time will be from 9:00 p.m. until 11 p.m. So just know that going into it. That's why we're going to be starting a little bit later going forward. And yeah, that's what we know in terms of the structure of them, whether it's a streaming or just on the traditional format. What we also know is that people have a tendency to say that they know things or report that they know things, and they don't. So one question that I was asked was, does Anthem still own TNA? Yes, they do. They still own them, still a part of the company. From all of the preliminary and things that I've seen in terms of press releases. And that's what I would encourage people to do, is to go out there and do your own research and look for the information from the companies themselves. Search out AMC, search out TNA, because there's been some misinformation out there. One of the pieces of information was that the TNA NXT deal was going to end immediately. There's been no confirmation of that from TNA or WWE or anyone else, but that was a story that was put out there almost immediately. As far as we know, and it's even mentioned here in the official press release, TNA Wrestling in 2025 announced a groundbreaking multi-year partnership with WWE and its NXT brand. Thus, WWE stars appear on TNA programming and TNA stars appear on WWE shows. And then it gives a, for example. So that's in the official press release. I think sometimes folks have a tendency, and I know why, and I think a lot of us know why, have a tendency to just want to run with a narrative or a story. But it's important to get the facts. The other part of, well, I covered the fact that it seems like will still be owned by Anthem. It has Anthem's information here, and anytime you put any kind of press release out like this, if you're still affiliated with the company, they're going to put this bit of information underneath the bottom here, and that's what I see. So I'm analyzing this from a marketing professionals and PR professionals standpoint, because I've done press releases like this. I've gone through mergers, partnerships, affiliations, that kind of thing. And if you're no longer going to have ties with said company won't be mentioned at all in your presser. So Derek saying congrats to TNA. Absolutely. And I am so rude. I jumped right into the news. I'm trying to get this set up, figured out, because I lost a couple things in StreamYard apparently. But hello everyone, thank you all for joining me. Please hit that like button if you don't mind, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you know when we have future content. Again, our future content, we are going to be back tomorrow 8:15 Eastern, and we will be here for Final Resolution. I am going to, what I'm going to do is hold off on the predictions until the end of the show, until we have someone here. So that's going to be what I do for this one. So just bear with me on the predictions, but we definitely want to get yours too. And yeah. Let me know. Well, let me go ahead and do this real quick. I've gotten so hyped by the news and everything that I've completely forgotten to go over the preview. So here we go. Here's the preview for tonight's card, and it looks pretty fun. So here we go. All right, folks. So that's our preview for tonight. And this is our card for this evening. Please let me know in the chat, what match are you looking forward to the most? Please let me know in the chat. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. I've been trying to up my music production game, and to avoid the dreaded copyright and all other strikes from YouTube and other platforms, I have decided to create our own music. So yeah, so I appreciate that. So yeah, let me know in the chat, what are you looking forward to most? We've got Mustafa Ali going up against Trey, Miguel, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Cedric Alexander going, and Steve Maclin going up against the folks from Evolve and NXT. What are we going to get there? We shall see. We've got the #1 contenders match. Dani Luna going up against Xia Brookside. And if Xia Brookside wins, she's going to have to face her tag team partner in Lei Ying Lee tomorrow night at Final Resolution for the TNA Knockouts World title. Because if you didn't pay attention to NXT, you're unaware that Lei Ying Lee is now the champ. And I have to change this graphic because it's not Kalani Jordan anymore. So there's that. Let's see. John saying now TNA has to get busy re-signing the stars with contracts ending. Steve Maclin, AJ Francis, Mustafa Ali. I really hope that they retain every single last one of them for sure. So please let me know in the chat. We've also got Hometown Man versus Brooks Jensen. I know Conrad. What's up, Conrad? Y'all go subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling and support Conrad and all the great things that he does on his channel over there. If you're not following him and subscribe already, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and do it today. But I knew Conrad was going to say Hometown Man, so I know I got at least one vote for the Hometown Man this evening. Then we have Mike Santana going up against Robert Stone. So right now we're getting a promo here from TNA to open up the show, a different open to the show, seeing a lot of the TNA stars here. New opening, new entrance music. Lei Ying Lee with the new look there. Steve Maclin looking up. Eddie Edwards. You got Frankie Kazarian and Eric Young out there smoking a stogie. Nick Nemeth. Stogies are down now. Jeff Hardy's sitting there. Mike Santana. Moose. Killer Kelly. We've got a box with TNA on the front of it. And we have a cover of In the Air Tonight. And we've got a bunch of people standing in a barn. Leon Slater. Everyone's gathering around here. Sitting the box down here. So much emotion. No one said a word, and there's so much emotion in this video. The box is now glowing, so let's see what we get here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the AMC announcement, but this is awesome. Now we get a close-up shot of Moose looking down at the box. Frankie Kazarian takes off the sunglasses. Maclin's looking down. Frankie's looking around at Lei Ying Lee. Matt Hardy now. Ash by Elegance, Leon Slater. Jeff Hardy. Eric Young. Frankie's opening up the box. January 15th, folks. That's the announcement. January 15th. TNA. Sorry, let me back up. Thursday, TNA Impact will be on AMC. Our story continues on AMC. TNA Thursday Night Impact, January 15th, 9 o'clock on AMC. Wow. And AMC Plus. That was awesome. Lots of emotion in that. What a way to kick off the show. Bonus Baby saying, what's up, folks? Any exciting TNA news lately? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, 9 p.m. on January 15th. AMC Plus. Wow, what an opening. Also still on TNA Plus, the TNA app. James is going to have to stay up until 2 a.m. now. I'm sorry, James. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I was doing double duty. I saw a Killer Kelly post come across my phone here, and I said she was in the video. She was not. That's what I was doing. So that's what I get. That's what I get for trying to do double duty. So I apologize, folks. I was trying to see if we had any breaking news or anything, but no. So now we get ready for final resolution, and we get JDC going up against Frank Kazarian to see if JDC can win that title away from Frankie. So that'll be some predictions that we go over later on. We've got the match card, and listen, they may add a match or two. That's all good. We'll roll with the punches, but we've got a decent card. Amount of matches up right now. I don't know how many more they'll add, if they add any more, but if they do, it's all good. Better call Saul. Maybe he can change the time. Congrats, TNA. And as spotty as it could be at times, thank you, Access, for keeping TNA in front of people. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Access, yeah, it got a bad rap at times. And listen, it's one of those channels that is obscure and not everybody has access to it, pun intended. So, yeah, I'm glad that they're going on a network that will be visible to more people and have the opportunity to really showcase what they can do. And I hope a lot of people shift over to AMC. We're going to get the hometown man right off the bat here. But I got to ask this question too, because I think this is the one thing that got lost in the sauce, I think, with this announcement. And I love the fact that they made it a part of the branding. This show is staying on Thursday nights. A lot of people were extremely concerned that this show would move to a different night. A lot of people were concerned that their partnership with WWE would influence their decision on a network. I'm not sure that did. I'm not sure if that was the case, but you know, they're on AMC now, and look, they're staying on Thursday night. So yeah, we shall see how things continue to unfold. Clown saying they got some cool concerts on Access. Yeah, they really do. They have a lot of cool music content on there. Really cool stuff on there. We're getting Brooks Jensen now heading to the ring, being accompanied by Lexis King. Hometown man is already in the ring. James saying changing nights would have been a disaster. Sorry, especially if they went to Wednesday. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that they stay on Thursdays and go into a spot that, quite frankly, isn't directly tied to WWE in a way. Like, it's not like having NXT on there on that same network. It's, you know, they have their thing and they're doing their thing. Let's see. John Kessler saying, I heard that James Dolan, who owns the Knicks and Rangers, also owns AMC and AMC Plus. Not sure about that. I'll have to look into that, John. Conrad saying, only worry is if AEW moves Collision to Thursday. They were experimenting with that. My only thing with that would be, listen, they're obviously free to do whatever they want to do. I hope that stays where it is too. But if it doesn't, we shall see what happens. So wouldn't surprise me if they ended up moving Collision, but hopefully it stays where it is. Barry Monkey, not a fan of Brooks Jensen, saying hopefully it's a short match. Let's see. Clown, James Chadwick, Katie, Dylan, Mr. Stormy, Derek, Bonkers, Conrad, the aforementioned Conrad, Brandon Davies, Sean Rousset, Brandon Davey again, John Kessler. Let's see, Barry Monkey, I just shouted out. John G, what's up? Let's see, who else? If there's anyone that I missed, I'm sorry I missed you, but welcome all of you to our TNA watch along this evening. Greatly appreciate it. We're in the middle of the match right now. We've got the hometown man going up against Brooks Jensen, sorry. Brandon saying, I think people bash TNA way too much. I love TNA. Yeah, I talked about that on Sunday. If you want to go back and hear me lose my crap for a little bit, go check out Between the Ropes from this past weekend. Conrad saying not just that, they were seeing if ratings would increase on Thursdays and they do 3 block on go home pay-per-view weekends. The Mike Santana match is the one match that I'm looking forward to. I'll be staying true to TNA on Thursday night. I've been here with Jeff since the Twitch Impact streams with Melissa Santos. Yeah, oh man, you've been here since the beginning. Yeah, you have been. Yeah. Brooks Jensen with the pin attempt there, very disrespectful one, but he gets a 2 count. I will get to dinner and tea and all of that shortly, but I've been seeing some of your comments. James talking about what he had, so we'll go ahead and put that one up there. Conrad saying, hometown. That's right. That's right. So how's everyone been this week? How's your week gone? What wrestling have you watched this week? And what's been your favorite show of the week so far? Please let me know. Hometown man is feeling it. Let's see what he can do here. Brooks Jensen just a little bit too heavy for him. 2 count here. But Brooks Jensen is in control, delivering some elbows to the ribs of the hometown man. Yeah, Conrad saying horrible, been sick most of the week, man. Like I told you, I hope you feel better, bro. And yeah, hope you get better soon, man. Melissa with her slightly less close each week. Then you get the random Brian Cage sighting sometimes. So that was fun. Derek saying week's been good. Honestly, not a lot of wrestling this week, more gaming. I needed a break. And it's sometimes good to have those breaks, for sure. How many of y'all got a lot of snow this week? I know we got a good bit up here in upstate New York. Hometown man feeling the love from the crowd, trying to get some momentum back here. He's got Brooks wobbling a little bit. Let's see if he can get him down. Conrad said snow too. Lexis King he looked like he was going to get involved there for a second. Hometown man, let's see if he can pick him up this time. And now he does, gets him down for a slam. Let's see. Here we go. That elbow. Let's see Brooks Jensen. Let's see what happens here. Can hometown get the win here? Hometown slice, and Brooks Jensen just sold the absolute heck out of that. Lexis King gets up there to distract the referee. Now he's distracting the hometown man. Hometown man is not paying attention to Brooks Jensen. So is this going to come back and bite him? We'll see. Ray Walt saying get back to the match at hand. I agree. Lexis King still trying to interfere in the match. Brooks Jensen, oh my goodness. Rolling heel kick there. 1, 2, 3. Brooks Jensen with shenanigans picks up the win. So, wow. Hometown man got robbed of that one. A little bit of interference and shenanigans from Lexis King secured the victory for Brooks Jensen. So John G saying, have not gotten snow yet. Is there any TNA superstars in NXT deadline this weekend? I am not sure. GCW isn't until Friday and Saturday, so can't say favorite show yet. Mom's on the mend, so yay, and snow. It was 70 today. Hey, man, glad to hear about your mom, though. Glad she's doing well, doing better. We're continuing to pray for her, so please know that that we're continuing to keep her in our thoughts and prayers, and keep us posted on how she's doing. Definitely want to know how she's doing. So Derek saying we're getting more on Saturday. Yeah, we're getting more, I think, next week sometime. So it's that time of year. Barry Monkey saying, I think Brian Cage regretted leaving TNA the way he'd always try to get in on the streams. Yeah, he was always making appearances, man. It was always making appearances. Getting another throwback here. Samoa Joe and Kazarian. Samoa Joe and Kazarian. Rain, and more rain, says James. Do you see Joe Hendry winning the NXT title this weekend? I don't think he wins it yet, Brandon. I think in 2026 he will, but I don't think he wins it this weekend. I could be very wrong, but I don't think he wins it this weekend. What about you? What do you think? And again, folks, if you don't mind, please drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell so you know when we have future content. Right now, we have 12 likes. I want to see that number hit 25. We should be able to do that pretty quickly. So, Mod Squad, get them going. John G saying, still get more rain than snow. What do you think about the NFL season this year? It has been a crazy NFL season. That's what I think. All right, folks. So while we're on break here, please tell us what's been on the menu for you today. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, really doesn't matter. Let us know what's been on the menu for you today. I had a really good salad earlier. That may not be as exciting to people, but I had a really good salad earlier. It's really good. Barry Monkey saying, I think Joe Hendry might not win an NXT title and get fast tracked to the main roster. I could see that too. If he's not champion by like March or April, I could definitely see him being in the main roster scene by Mania. I could definitely see that. Brandon saying soup and grilled cheese. Slow cooked beef stew and dumpling, says James. That sounds delicious, man. Sounds absolutely delicious. Burgers and mac and cheese for Derek. McDonald's Buffalo Chicken Deluxe sandwich for dinner with fries for John. I had some seafood for dinner. That was really good. So, getting the Rascals, Trey Miguel, Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz, Dez Xavier. Oh man, you can keep that, Derek. I'm country, but man, some stuff I can't. Trey said, who is the guy that is sitting next to me? Who is the guy that's sitting next to me? And he's calling Zachary while they're all in the treehouse. That's hilarious. I'm country, Derek, but man, I had a bad experience, I think, when I was younger that scarred me for life, we'll say. So he's talking about Wes kicking him in the wiener, and Dad says, "Who is this Wes dude?" Oh boy. This is hilarious. He said, well, why would I change my name? Office. How long have they been in the treehouse? Wait, what? What? You can't say that C word? And he can't. What? What? Country? You're talking about country, James? Not that, James. No. I know what word you're referring to, and no, that is not the word I'm referring to, and that is not a. That's a heavily frowned upon word here too. We'll say country, as in southern, very southern. Even though there can be country people from the city too, it's just all depends on where you're from. So. They have gone to the cloud, folks. They have officially gone to the cloud. So if you thought they were confused before, they're really confused now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I asked them about that honey pack. Oh, this is fun. Not that one, James. The inspiration. The Knockouts World Champs. Yeah, poor Larry. Yeah, rest in peace to Larry, CM Punk, and AJ's beloved dog who passed away earlier in the week. Clown says, I've been giving my dog extra bellies and treats for Larry. That's so nice of you. We have a name too. I just can't say it on a live stream. We have several names. Many of them I cannot say on a live stream. And yeah, so I'll have to. We'll talk about it later. John G saying I'm sad about Larry. So let's see what the champs are here to say this evening. Let's see if they end up with the match tomorrow night. Let me hit refresh on this these likes. We're only up 2. We're at 14. Let's get to 25, folks. Drop a like on the video if you don't mind. I'm not trying to be annoying. It just helps us get seen and helps more people see TNA. So they said they want to come out and have a little bit of a chat. They talked about how the odds were stacked up against them at Turning Point. They had to beat 2 teams. Same, James. I would too. James saying if I was TNA, I'd save the cleanse for the AMC debut. So, do we get a match tomorrow night? It seems like they're asking for a match. Tag team icons. We see what you did there. They're encouraging any tag team out there to shoot their shot. Uh-oh. Who's shooting their shot right now? We will see. I think I know where this is going. Victoria Crawford and, yeah, Tessa Blanchard. Yep, that's exactly who it is. Victoria Crawford, Tessa Blanchard. they want to shoot their shot and go at the crowns of the Inspiration. We shall see if we get a match tomorrow night. The crowd is not we'll say they're not as behind Tessa and Victoria as much as they are the Inspiration. Tessa said they were ready to step up. She just couldn't compete. She wasn't cleared. Final resolution. Inspiration. Will they end up defending against Tessa and Victoria? Miller Moore attacks from behind. So now the Inspiration, the champs, are in trouble here. They're getting jumped in the ring. Wow. Looks like Tessa is directing traffic out there while Victoria and Miller Moore do some destruction in the ring. Wow. Bit of a change here for the champs. They've find themselves in a little bit of trouble. Wow. And the challengers standing up tall, but the champs are now back up too. They're fighters. Going after Moore and Crawford here. Tessa's still just unfazed and untouched out there, looking on and not dealing with the consequences of her actions, but her friends certainly are, we'll say. Oof. Slam down. Wow. So the champs turn the tide real quick, and now they're standing tall. We'll see if that match is finalized from Santino later on. We may have to we may get this match up tomorrow night. Shabazz saying, man, I remember sneaking on ordering TNA Lockdown 06, got in a lot of trouble, good times. That was amazing, an amazing pay-per-view. Now they get the big TV deal. Awesome. Yeah, man. They deserve it. They've earned it. They worked hard for it. And that's one of the things that I really love about this, is that all of the talent seem to be really excited about it. A lot of the fans seem to be really excited about it. And they get an opportunity now to really be seen by a lot more people. So hopefully they get a chance to really grow and be seen the way that they want to be. So Santino's talking to Team TNA right now, and none of them can barely keep a straight face because Santino is hilarious and he's making them break, trying to get them pumped up and ready for the match later on. Oh, Team TNA versus Team NXT in the main event tonight. Robert Stone, Mike Santana. They're going over the rest of the card. We'll see what we get next here. It looks like we're about to go to another break. Mustafa Ali going up against Trey Miguel. That should be good. All other parties barred from ringside. Wonder what the future of Anthem or Access is. Do they own other stuff besides TV? All I know is Anthem is a huge company. I got to look into them a little bit more. Let me do a little bit of research right now. Looks like we're getting that number one contender match next. So really looking forward to that. Let's see. Anthem. Let's see. Anthem Sports and Entertainment. So they are a Toronto-based company. Assets. They have Fight Network, Game TV, Game Plus, Hollywood Suite in Canada, Access and HD Net movies in the US. They have Invicta Fighting Championships, TNA. They've had the Fight Network, Pursuit Channel, Sports Grid. So Gravitas, ventures. So those were former assets, but the current are television assets in Canada, the U.S., and then Invicta Fighting Championships in TNA. So sounds like they got a lot. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they'll look to expand to do more in the television realm. I'm a little bit more surprised they don't have more in the way of music. But I mean, Access is essentially a music station. So, but yeah, that's what they have currently. Let's see. In June 22. Okay, that was that. Just looking through here. Yeah, that. Getting another throwback here with Christian Cage and Jeff Jarrett. All right, folks. So it looks like we are getting the Xia Brookside Dani Luna match coming up next. Let me know in the chat, who's your pick to win that match? Who's going to go on to Final Resolution and face the new champ, Lei Ying Lee? Please let me know. And I will let everyone know I've been working on a little something that will be new for next week. I was hoping to get it done for this week, but we will have the ability to do live voting during the streams next week. So I'll be able to put some links in the chat. You can live vote. The results will show up on the screen. So that's something that's new and exciting that I'm looking forward to. Got to thank James Chadwick for that recommendation too. We were talking about some things, different things to do. He mentioned that, and I was researching that, and that just confirmed that's what I needed to do. So Conrad saying, Dani Luna, I'm ready for a run. Bonkers, Brookside. Access will probably renew Ridiculousness since it's leaving MTV. That's a good, yeah. Going over Leon Slater's appearance on NXT. John Kessler saying, Katie said Dani Luna. John Kessler saying, I'm hoping Dani Luna wins, but I think Xia Brookside will win, and that should make for an interesting match. I think just for that, how awkward that will be for two fairly new teammates to have to face off for the title, that's must-see TV for me. So Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Will Leon Slater be the Iron Survivor? We shall see. All right, so we are getting the #1 contenders match for the Knockouts title right now. Dani Luna making her way down to the ring. Again, I just want to thank all of you so much for joining me week in, week out. All of your support. Really appreciate it. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up. Be on the lookout for that. Some new streams, some new things coming up. So stay tuned. Dani Luna's in the ring. Now Xia Brookside is making her way to the ring. And she is representing one half of the Angel Warriors, the team that she just so happens to make up with the new champ, Lei Ying Lee, who, if she wins this match, she will be facing tomorrow night. John saying one of them may turn heel in that match. Interesting. Yeah. Barry Monkey saying Dani Luna should win and get pushed as a real danger in TNA, a threat to everyone. I agree. I think Dani Luna should be pushed as that heel threat to everyone, kind of in the same way that Masha was initially. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, but that's kind of where my mind goes when I think about the potential for Dani Luna and what I could see if I had the pin, what I'd like to see. But yeah. James saying, let's go to either one. John saying, I agree with that. Barry Monkey saying, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, she's just she can be a dangerous person, and I like it. So I think they should really use that. And even right there with that move, Xia Brookside was trying to lock her up there, and she just threw her to the side, and she's just strong and menacing, relentless. To me, in ways, and I hate doing this because I know each wrestler is their own individual, but to me, she's a little bit of a mix, a little bit of a crossover, a mashup of Jordynne Grace and Masha Slamovich. That's what I see when I see Dani Luna, and I think she has such great potential, and I think she can rule the knockouts division for a while. I think she's that special. Xia Brookside in control here with the headlock, but Dani Luna just picks her up and throws her away. Xia Brookside just kind of looking over in awe, like, okay, this might be a bit of a challenge for me. Dani Luna with the lock here, trying to control Xia Brookside, but Brookside reverses here, gets a wrist lock. Really working on that arm there. Smart trying to affect the strength of Dani Luna that we talked about earlier. Again, looks like even if Dani Luna has one arm, she can still pick Xia up, but Xia held on to the other one, working on that arm and shoulder. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Xia is really in control of the match. Crowd getting into it. Then Dani Luna and Indy can feud for the championship, says John Kessler. Good point there. Would love to see that feud down the road. I'd also love to see a Dani Luna Rosemary feud. And a few others. Drop kick by Xia. And even with one arm, Dani Luna still in control. She's doing the best with that other arm. Xia Brookside tried to reverse there. Dani Luna goes for an elbow and misses. Basement drop kick there. More of a single leg, but Dani Luna's on the outside trying to regroup. Who's going to win this match to get a chance at the champ tomorrow night at Final Resolution? We shall see. Got Xia still in the ring. Let's see what she's doing. She's now was going out to the ring. Dani kind of scouted that out. Xia looked like she hurt her elbow there a little bit. Now both are back in the ring. Oh, backbreaker there from Dani Luna. Vicious backbreaker there. Wow. So what are you all thinking of this match so far? It's been a pretty physical match, I think. These two really just beating up each other and reversing moves and just showing a lot of will and determination trying to earn that spot tomorrow night for a chance at the champ. James earlier said English versus English. Referee checking on Xia Brookside there to see if she can keep going. Dani Luna's still just walking over there into the corner. Now she's working on the knee of Xia Brookside, really wrenching that knee to the side. Oof. That was brutal. Xia holding on to the bottom rope there. Not stopping Dani Luna, though. Let's see what Dani Luna does with this bit of momentum that she has. John saying, I like this match. I think Xia and Dani Luna's contrasting styles make this a great combination. I agree. This has been a really fun match. It's different. It's very physical. It's more physical than I thought it would be, even with Dani Luna in the match. But, yeah, it's been very good. Now Dani Luna driving that elbow into the knee of Xia Brookside. Derek keeping us posted on the score for tonight's Thursday night football contest. Dani Luna with a slam there. Not a German, sorry. Cover here. 2 count. Dani Luna trying to take control here. Now she's still working on those legs. Let's see what she gets here. Oh. Still working on that knee. Now she's picking her up off the mat, driving that knee into the mat, right in the center of the ring. Xia Brookside is in a lot of trouble here. Trying to adjust that knee pad, but that's not doing any good if Dani Luna's going to keep working on it. Now she's punching the knee. Knees, head getting punched everywhere is Xia Brookside. Now we go to our break. And we are getting a flashback match. Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley in this one. So, again, I'm going to wait until the end of the show to do any predictions for Final Resolution. But of the card that, if you're aware of the card, what's a match that you're looking forward to the most for Final Resolution? So, what match that's been announced are you looking forward to most for Final Resolution? Please let me know in the chat, and we'll go over those later on in the show. But I definitely want to get your thoughts here. Again, thank you all so much for joining me this week. Greatly appreciate it. Clown saying Mance versus Cardona. Yes, they are facing off in a street fight. So that should be a lot of fun. Those two will no doubt get very, very violent, to the joy of Clown and James Chadwick and many others in the chat. So come join us tomorrow night at 8:15 Eastern. That's when we will start our live stream for Final Resolution. John Kessler saying absolutely the Knockouts title match. Yeah, that was really interesting. Regardless of who wins this number one contenders match, it's going to be a great match, I feel. I think it's going to be a very interesting match regardless. Man, this was such a good match back in the day. Conrad saying Slater versus Francis. Then I would go with Santana match with Charlie Dempsey. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one too. Both of those should be great matches. A lot of people A lot of people give AJ grief. I really like AJ Francis. I think he's improved so much. Like, he's doing so well. And, I mean, he's always been a talker. But now you're really seeing, and this really started for me with his matchup against Nick Nemeth. He put on a heck of a showing in that matchup. And I feel like since then, his match quality has only gotten better and better with time. So, still getting the number one contenders match here. Barry Monkey saying Santana versus Dempsey should be good. I think there will be an exciting knockout action coming in 2026. I'm going to get that sentence out at some point. John Kessler. Katie saying Santana's match, also the Hardys tag match. Okay. Yeah, the Hardys. I don't know about the Hardys tag match. Has that already been made? I'm sure it has. I'm pretty sure it has. And that's at Final Resolution. I don't know why I thought it was on one of the weekly shows, but James saying, I hope they change the day of these specials next year. It sucks trying to watch them and SmackDown at the same time. It is tough, and maybe they would get more viewers on the specials if they had them a different day. I would say, let me ask this. Let me ask TNA fans this. If you're watching this, if TNA said, oh, and Conrad bringing up there's a Ring of Honor pay-per-view tomorrow too. If TNA said, for our specials, in lieu of doing a weekly episode for that week, we're going to do a special on the Thursday night instead. Would that be something that would be a little better received, you think? Barry Monkey saying, I think AJ Francis is still limited in what he can do in the ring, but he's got really good at the stuff he can do. Yeah, I think he's leaning into who he is. I think before he might have been asked to do things that maybe were out of his wheelhouse, but now he's really finding who he is. So Conrad saying, I would do it. Wow. Zaya is trying to do anything she can right now to keep Dani Luna down. Trying to get the momentum here. Dani's still trying to fight through with all that strength, and she does. Oh, but Zaya has countered into a submission hold, and she's gotten it locked in here in the middle of the ring. Let's see. Center of the ring. Does Dani Luna tap out? Zaya's also driving those elbows into the back. Wow, Dani powers through that one, but Russian leg sweep here. Another submission for Zaya Brookside. Another attempt here for her. Dani Luna's in trouble. Is she going to tap? Right now, she's holding on. Really yelling in pain here. She's now reversing this into a cover attempt. Nope, she's picking her up. This is very dangerous for Zaya. Dani's trying to pick her up, drives her into the turnbuckle with a buckle bomb. Oh, it's rough. Dani Luna firmly in control. Blue Thunder Bomb. 2 count off of the Blue Thunder Bomb. The noise out of Dani. Yeah, Dani was in agony there. Dani just dropped an elbow directly to the chest of Zaya Brookside. What is Dani Luna doing here? She's outside of the ring now. She can't win it here. She's going underneath the ring. Dani, I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. She is grabbing a chair. Wrapping a chain around her hand is Dani Luna. Indy Hartwell, the referee had her back turned. Indy has the chain and delivers a blow to the noggin of Dani Luna. Dani Luna now thrown back into the ring by Indy Hartwell. Zaya with the cover here. 1, 2, 3. Zaya Brookside is your number one contender with some assistance from Indy Hartwell. So Zaya Brookside will face off against her tag team partner, Lei Ying Lee, tomorrow night at Final Resolution for the Knockouts World title. Wow. Yeah, Indy Hartwell got a little bit of payback on Dani. But that definitely helped. Mr. Stormy saying, I think TNA should do their monthly specials on Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. on AMC and have the shows go 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I just think, if you have that Thursday show, what happens? Lei Ying Lee is in the back. James saying that's going to be interesting. Lei Ying Lee. She says after the match they'll shake hands. Why? Because they're Angel Warriors. So we shall see. I hope Zaya and Lei Ying Lee aren't splitting up. They've only just gotten a team name. Exactly, Barry Monkey. Exactly. Mike Santana, torn UCL. He's cleared, though. Wow. He'll compete. And the medical team is monitoring them. Tessa Blanchard is cleared. Matthew saying, yeah, I will watch Final Battle another time, but hopefully it's a good show. Yeah, they're talking about Indy Hartwell. It looks like she's cleared now, given what her actions were in the number one contenders match. So, talking about the Rascals' attack at the hands of Order 4. Wentz and Des Xavier are out for now, but they're not medically cleared to compete tonight. But obviously we know Trey Miguel is, so we will be getting that match at some point this evening. We'll also see Team TNA, the Hardys, Steve Maclin and Cedric Alexander going up against Team NXT, Trey Miguel, Mustafa Ali. We're also going to get Leon Slater in an episode of the First Class Penthouse. But coming up next, we're getting Mike Santana going up against Robert Stone. So in the chat, you know what time it is. You know what that means. Who's going to win this match? Let me know your predictions in the chat. Personally, I think Mike Santana might beat the brakes off of him, but would not surprise me if Robert Stone has his help, his helpers, and his security, we'll say, nearby. So I could see Santana having to fight the numbers game a little bit. But let me know what you think in the chat. And again, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We greatly appreciate you. If you don't mind, drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are so glad you're here. Please hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of the family. Christian Cage against Kurt Angle for the flashback in this one. So glad they're doing these classics again. Me too, James. I love it, man. I love it because for the newer fans to TNA that maybe didn't get a chance to see it, you maybe get a little bit of an appetizer and you're like, okay, I need to go back and watch that match. But it's good. And then it's a good reminder to all the fans that have been around for a while. Like, man, I remember that match. It was such a classic. I need to go back and rewatch it. Barry Monkey saying, I didn't want to see Robbie E. wrestle when he was a wrestler. Never mind. Oh, no. But listen, he's wrestling against Santana, so he might it might not be a very long match. And again, folks, don't forget, another reminder, we will be here tomorrow night for Final Resolution, 8:15 p.m. live for our watch along. We'll start with our pre-show with a preview of the night. I'm sure we'll get some countdown matches, and we will be offering some live commentary and reaction to those as well. So come join us 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. Don't miss it. Should be a fun night, and we will do our predictions for that later on. We'll do that in our post-show. Hopefully I am joined by others by then, but if not, it'll be me and the rest of you all doing our predictions. So we'll keep it going, but that's our schedule for the rest of the week, and then we'll be back on Sunday for Between the Ropes, where we will wrap up the entire week of wrestling and project ahead and see what's coming up and what we're looking forward to most, talk about our favorite moments of the week, air some grievances, and do some sell or no sell and debate a little bit. TNA Final Resolution tomorrow night. Robert Stone making his way to the ring, accompanied by no one at the moment. So at least all the guys are staying away for now. Don't know what the heck he's doing down the ramp there, and the fans aren't really feeling it either. But let me know in the chat, who's your pick in this match? Santana or Robert Stone? Doing a little peck dance for the fans. Mike Santana. He looks awfully like Robbie. Robert Stone with the help from Evolved Talent, says Clown. Mike Santana making his way to the ring through the crowd as he typically does. The former TNA champ, hopefully champ again someday in the near future. Getting the crowd hype. Standing on a chair amongst the fans in the crowd. He's all business. Taking the sunglasses off. You know it's time. You know it's time, folks. All right. Robert Stone not waiting for Santana to get into the ring. He's going to attack him right outside the ring. No bell yet. Now here's the bell. Oh. Stone sends Santana into the post. Santana gets into the ring now. Now we'll get the match started here in the ring, but Santana's already feeling the effects of that injury from the attack before after going into the steel post there. Is he already going for spin the block? Already 1, 2, 3. So Robert Stone, thank you for joining us this evening briefly, but you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here courtesy of Mike Santana and spin the block. So Mike Santana, quick work of Robert Stone. He's feeling that elbow, though. And Santana not done with Robert yet. He's got a microphone now. One down. Sure job to let all your boys know I'm on demon time. Uh-oh. What? Guess what? Poppy's home. Let him know. Leaves the microphone on Robert Stone's chest. Man. Made quick work of Robert Stone and then let the rest of the crew know, hey, I'm here. Robert Stone is laying in the middle of that ring, and he wishes he hadn't accepted that challenge. So going over the promo from TNA's time at Full Sail. Robert Stone is like hemorrhoids that won't go away, says James. Robert Stone gonna whoop Santana. Well, you're a little late for that one, Matthew. Robert Stone got he got it handed to him. Is this why Santana lost the title so he can concentrate on this storyline? I hope not, but I don't know. I feel like there's something more tied to it. I feel like Frankie's more connected to this than we know. I think that's where it ends up. I think Santana makes his way through the group, and we find out that maybe Frankie's been pulling more strings than we were aware of, that maybe some of that stuff that we saw with him getting attacked was just a ruse, just to throw us off. James saying if Santana want to go, if I'm seeing Santana and then if TNA. So if TNA want to go live weekly, just make Full Sail your home and travel for the monthly specials and pay-per-views. I agree. I think that's the setup that they need. That would be perfect. If that's something that's available to them, why not? Why not take advantage of that? That would be tremendous. Jeff Hardy going up against Kurt Angle here. This was a heck of a match, too. I remember this moment here when we got a little reversal. Sherry saying Robert Stone got beat down. Yeah, he did. He got beat down for sure. Jeff Hardy there. Twist of fate. Yeah, Robert Stone got it handed to him for sure. Jeff, which era of TNA is your favorite? See, James, I'm more of a like day one, early on X Division before you got like I would say up to Kurt Angle. And then once everyone else got there, I mean, I still loved it, don't get me wrong, but that run where Kurt Angle, there weren't the Booker T's and the Ric Flairs and all of those folks. It was AJ Styles and Frankie and the Machine Guns and, Christopher Daniels, Raven doing his thing, all those guys. Like, that's the time that I really liked the most. I loved it when we got into this time period because we got some stellar matches. And then when Sting, once Sting came in, that brought a lot of new eyes too. But I really like the early stuff, the grassroots stuff, I would call it. We're getting a promo here for TNA Thursday Impact on AMC. TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC. Man, I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Frankie Kazarian cutting a promo talking about JDC. John Cena's retiring. AJ Styles is retiring. Okay, Frankie. Dropping names. Those guys are going to be missed. That might be my favorite line. You couldn't be a star if you were thrown by a ninja. Wow. That's hilarious, Frankie. The king has spoken. Wow. First Class Penthouse up now. We've got AJ Francis and Rich Homie Swan in the ring. And the last time we saw this crew with Leon Slater, things got a little spicy. So I don't know. I think some furniture might be moving in this one. I don't know. I don't like the way AJ just introduced Rich Homie Swan. And Rich Homie Swan doesn't look very enthused right now. I don't think they've fully recovered from the Hogan and Bischoff stuff yet. And the damage they did. That era was, whew. A lot of stuff happened there. Sherry saying I like AJ Francis, good promo. I miss the days when TNA went a bit strange with like the likes of Wrestle House and Swingers Palace. I miss that too, Barry Monkey. I do. I really do miss that. AJ saying soon to be former X Division champion Leon Slater. Leon Slater's about to make his way to the ring right now. And we shall see what transpires here. I mean, this is probably not going to end well, right? If we just base this off of how things typically go in wrestling, this probably won't go very well. We'll end up getting the match tomorrow night. That won't go well. Maybe Rich Swann has to make a decision tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't think he likes the way that AJ's talking to him right now. AJ saying put your hands together for him. He's great. He says this episode of the First Class Penthouse is brought to you by his new album, Dear Summer. He thanks him for coming out there and being dumb enough to give him a shot at the X Division title tomorrow night. Oh, Leon, tell him his breath might be kicking right now. Rich Homie Swan has a piece of gum for him. Trying to help the man out. John saying AJ looks like he's going to lose his best friend, Rich Swan. Yeah, he does look like that right now. Yes, Chris, we talked about the TV deal at the beginning of the show. Really exciting times for TNA Wrestling, man. So January 15th, TNA Thursday Night Impact will be on AMC, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, much to the chagrin of our friends across the pond. I'm sorry, guys. That's going to be a late night, early morning for you. AJ said if he was in TNA when Swanee was the champ, that spot would have been reserved for him. Oh, he said, God forbid you try to dive on me because you know last time you tried that. He said he's going to smack that ball head and still walk out X Division champ. AJ had to take the glasses off for this. He said he's put people in the ground for less. He says this is a joyous occasion. Celebrating his future as the X Division champ. Cheers. There was something in the cup for AJ, but nothing for Leon. He says, aren't you like 16? You can't drink anyway. Oh! He just smacked the glass out of the ring. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, AJ has him up. Oh, he was going to choke slam him through the table. He does hit him with the table, so we do get some furniture moving. Everybody in the crowd is chanting Uncle Phil. AJ is saying, give it to me. Rich didn't want to. Wrapping the jacket around the throat of Leon Slater. Man. Joe is in the house. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's going on?
A lot.
Francis is doing some damage.
Yeah, and Rich doesn't really want to help him right now. He's very reluctant to help.
I see
him.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, he just got shoved to the side there. What else happened? Anything good?
Oh yes. So Zaya Brookside is the #1 contender for the Knockouts World title. So that means she is facing her tag team partner Lady Lee tomorrow night. For the Knockouts title. Brooks Jensen beat the hometown man with some help from Lexis King. And it took Mike Santana longer to take off his sunglasses than it did to have a match with Robert Stone. He spun the block real quick, and Robert Stone was done for. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. And I'm sure you talked about the AMC stuff.
We did. Yeah, we did. We opened the show with that. I showed the AMC promo that's been out there on social media. Joe, if you get a chance, you have to go back and watch the open to TNA tonight.
Oh, okay.
It was them announcing the TV deal, but the way that they did it, you remember how they did the announcement with going from Impact
to TNA. Yeah.
It was kind of in that same vein. So
nice.
It was really, really well done. So
how excited are you guys out in the chat about AMC? That is big, big news, guys. Big news. I mean, think of all the shows, Jeff, and stuff that have been on AMC over the years. Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, like they have had a lot of stuff, including their own app, right. which is, I mean, it's big. This is probably Jeff, honestly, probably the biggest news we've had in TNA since we've been doing this show.
Definitely since they changed the name back to TNA for sure.
Yeah.
And John Kessler mentions we're getting the Inspiration versus Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard at Final Resolution for the title. So Joe, if you don't mind, I need to take a quick break.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I will return, but I know everyone's happy to see you, so I'm going to step away for a moment so you can catch up with them.
Oh, okay. Oh, the show's changing to 9 p.m.
9 to 11.
Ooh, okay. That's better for me. I won't miss all the show. That's awesome.
So I was telling everyone, Joe, that we'll start those streams in beginning January 15th at 8:30. We'll start our stream at 8:30, and then we'll go on from there. But tomorrow night we'll be here at 8:15. So do you want to say that before I go? But I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, that's awesome news. I'm glad to hear that. That will allow me to be on the streams now because I get out of work at 8. So I'll definitely be able to get home in time. So that's cool. Very cool. Not so much for James Chadwick, though. It's going to be later and later, or earlier and earlier in the morning, I should say. But yeah, that's big, man. I told you guys, I mentioned it up between the ropes that I knew a TV deal was coming. Bates Motel, I forgot about that too. Yeah, that's a great show on there. Better Call Saul. Yeah, they've had some great stuff, man. All the spin-offs to Walking Dead, if you watched and you're a fan of that, they have had some great stuff, including, their app has a lot of horror stuff on there. They have Shudder, which is a all horror movies thing. So that's huge. It really is. I think this is huge for the brand, and the fact that they're staying on Thursday. I'm very, very happy about that too. I was afraid that they might, try to go to Wednesday and try to compete with other wrestling shows, and I didn't think that would have been a good idea. So I'm glad that wasn't the case. That they didn't try to do that. So I am. Thanks, James. Yeah, I am doing well. I appreciate it. Except I'm cold. It is very, very cold here tonight. Very, very, very cold. We went from kind of spring to winter and like that. Like it is bitter cold out. Like teens, I think it's supposed to get down to. And of course, we had our first snow, which I think we got around 7-8 inches by me. So we had our first snow of the year, which I guess we're spoiled in a way. December used to be cold back when I was a kid, but it hasn't been lately. I mean, I can remember probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I was barbecuing on Christmas Eve. So I guess maybe we're a little bit spoiled, but it's certainly feeling like winter, and it's not even really it's not even really winter yet, like seasonal winter. So JDC is on there. Of course, we got a match between him and Frankie Kazarian coming up. So that's kind of a thing. Clown says it was 70. You're lucky. I'm looking forward to seeing what surprises are going to be on the debut live show of TNA. Yeah, that's going to be a big show, and it's in Dallas. Yeah, that's going to be a huge show. Whatever they're planning for, any kind of new acquisitions or anything like that, we are certainly going to see on that show. So if there's anybody that they were kind of holding off, surprising us with bringing someone new on, it's going to happen during that show for sure. Also going to see, I think, what they're going to do as far as how they're going to move forward. Like, will Frankie Kazarian be the champion going forward from that show? And stuff like that. And I think we'll really see what the future is for TNA and really how they're going to go for next year. It's going to be this could be honestly the biggest year for TNA in a long time. I'm doing good, John Kessler. How are you? Hello, Andrea. Your birthday is December 6th. Wow. Happy early birthday. They should debut the Cleanse on the AMC debut. Yeah, I would think that, like I said, I would think that anybody that's going to come over or anybody that they might have been planning on getting, I think we're going to see that happen during that show for sure. I just hope the pay-per-view time isn't going an hour later. I'll be going to bed just in time to wait. I don't see that they would change the pay-per-view times. The time of the actual show, I'm sure, is probably changed. That may have even changed because of AMC. AMC might have said, "Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get you on at 9 instead of 8." Usually a little bit better, like a prime time, like wrestling hours. SmackDown, yeah, that's always on at 8, like 8 to 10. But, in the past when you had some wrestling shows, a lot of them would be on at 9. Frankie could lose the belt to Santana either at Genesis in January or April, at Rebellion the latest. It's going to depend on how, like I said, on really how they want to do it. I mean, Frankie, unless they want to do something with WWE with Frankie where you could have something with AJ, but I don't know. I don't know if they'd be willing to do that. AJ is obviously involved in the tag team stuff now over in WWE, so I'm not too sure they'd want to do that. TNA should sign Brittany Brooks to a TNA contract. I imagine we're gonna get a lot of new faces. I would think. I don't exactly know who. Maybe they'll bring back some old faces from the company that might be looking to come back. To TNA. So that's what I'm kind of looking at that too. I kind of think that may be something that might happen as well. We'll see. It's exciting, man. I'm very excited. Mustafa Ali for the win. We want Ali, says James Chadwick. My Cowboys are getting romped. Kind of had a funny feeling they may not win this one. Detroit is playing for their lives, basically, too. It's good for the wrestlers and the fans. Yeah, for sure. Bully Ray, I think, was talking to Frankie on Busted Open a couple of days ago, and they were talking about how, Frankie said he's just so proud of like everyone in that locker room, And Bully kind of said, when he was there a couple years back, he said that he was like genuinely surprised at how cohesive and how that locker room was. And he said it's honestly one of the best locker rooms that he's seen in a while. That everybody was on the same page, and everybody was looking for, that they're all hungry, and they were all, so that was kind of cool to hear. I heard rumors that Chris Jericho might be signing with TNA. I don't know about that. I don't know if Chris is going to leave, and we still don't know. Chris could be playing mind games with all the talk and everything like that. He made good comments about TNA. Maybe that's why people may be thinking that. But I think if Chris leaves, that's probably going to be, he's probably headed back to WWE. Simply for the fact that he may not be looking to wrestle that much anymore, and also probably get a Hall of Fame induction there. So I would kind of think he would go back to WWE, but you never know. You never know. Oh, it was NXT this weekend too. Okay. On Sunday. Did you see the tweet I sent you the other day, the Sammy Callihan? Yes, I did. I shared it. I did, and I shared it.
And Joe, I talked about that a little bit earlier. James put the link in the chat. And I did say that we'll make a donation as a channel. So if folks send in super chats and they say that they want to do it for that, designate it for that, we will definitely do a donation as a channel.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first time we really heard about Joe as well in a long time. Yeah. So yeah. As far as your question, Andrea, I didn't get to see NXT, so I didn't even really know what matches are going into Deadline. I didn't even see what matches would be. So I saw Joe Hendry put up a picture of himself on the WWE roster, which is cool. Prayers for Joe Doring. Yes, absolutely. Mustafa Ali has a headlock currently in place on Trey Miguel. Jeff, this might be the end of the Cowboy season as I know it.
I bet. What's the score?
17-6. They're getting trounced.
What quarter is it?
I mean, it's the second, so it's not hopeless yet. But they're. I think Prescott's gotten sacked 3 or 4 times already. It doesn't look good.
Gotcha.
The Lions kind of pulled a fast one too. They were saying that Amon-Ra St. Brown wasn't going to play, was injured, blah blah blah, and then he didn't even appear in the injury report, and he's playing. So. Brittany Brooks is in a relationship with Chris Bay.
I hope these two get a good bit of time to stretch out this match, because when I saw that this match was on tonight's card, I was like, man, I can't wait to see these two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Since it is TNA related, Joe, did you see the transition into the Styles Clash on Monday?
Yes, that was cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that was very cool. Men's and women's Iron Survival. Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana. Tatum versus Izzy Dame. Ricky Saints versus Oba Femi. Sounds like a good card. When is that? Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
The women's Iron Survivor match is Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, Jordan Grace, Kalani Jordan, and Evolve Women's Champion Kendall Gray. So that should be a lot of fun.
I saw that they're incorporating some people from Evolve now in a lot of their stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Game time decision. Yeah, no, I heard that too. So I saw somewhere on Twitter that said they got fined though for not putting him on the injury report. They got fined $100K. I don't know if that's true. I mean, you never know what to believe what you read on there. But.
And then the men's Iron Survivor is Javon Evans, Joe Hendry, Miles Bourne, Leon Slater, and Dion Lennox. So,
yeah, we are missing Tyler Guyton. That's where Prescott's getting sacked from.
what
down on the floor. Ooh, yeah, watch this. Trey Miguel slides through the wow. Possible Tony D'Angelo return. Yeah, I did read about that. I read about it and I saw it on C's video as well. That's cool. That's cool.
Trey Miguel with a 2 count there.
We're gonna do predictions tonight too, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We can actually start right after this match. I wanted to wait until you got here before I did it. So
yeah, cool.
I didn't want to. I wanted you to have the opportunity to give yours as well. So
nice, thank you. Wouldn't mind seeing some of the new Evolved talent on Impact. They have some really good wrestlers. Jeff, have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, dude.
All right, here's the other question. Because I can't I'm struggling waiting 21 or 20 days, however many days we got now until the next one, or 30 or whatever it is. But here's the other one. Have you seen Welcome to Derry?
No, I love it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen every episode. Yep. What excites me, Jeff, about that even more is that Brad Caleb Kane is the guy who's doing Crystal Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm even more excited than I was before because I think he's doing a great job. Yeah, dude, I didn't expect the gore, Jeff, in that show. I didn't see that coming. And the creepiness of it, I think it's fantastic, man. The period piece that it is, how this past episode left off, yo, man. Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is. I love it. And supposedly they're doing, I've heard now that because it's so popular, they may jump around in time and do another one.
Yep.
That's cool too. I love it, man. I think it's great. It took me a while, Jeff, to get used to him playing Pennywise because I like the original, the one from the TV was so creepy, but now I really kind of like him. He's just really, really good.
It's a different portrayal of the character.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Both of them are great.
Yep.
But man, this has been really, he's done a really great job.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy with Stranger Things. I know a lot of people were complaining. They said the kids look older, which they do. I mean, they are. They're in their 20s. But I don't care. The magic is still there to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go see the finale in the movies.
Yeah.
Because they're having it in theaters. And the cool thing is, and I didn't even know this, they can't charge you for that because it's on live TV. So what happens is you pay a fee. So there's a $20 fee, but you get all 20 of your money back in vouchers for food and basically whatever you want at the theater.
Oh, wow.
Because they can't charge you to go watch it because it's free on TV. There's some kind of clause in that says you can't do that they can't, if it were coming out before in theaters prior to the TV debut, but because they're both at the same exact time, they can't charge people for it. So Cinemark, the one that I go to, has you pay $20, but then you're basically buying a $20 voucher for stuff from the theater. So
and you're going to spend that anyway.
Oh yeah, easily. If you get popcorn and a soda, you're almost spending $20.
Yeah, you're done.
So, So yeah, so oh my God, Jeff, the ending. The ending just, I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it. And then my daughter watched it after me because I binged it. I binged it Thanksgiving Eve, and I watched the whole thing. I was up till 3:30 in the morning. And then when my daughter watched it, she's texting me. She's like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, yeah, "I know,
Yeah,
I know."
yeah.
Yeah, that honestly, man.
And no spoilers in the chat.
No, yeah, don't spoil anybody.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil in case they didn't watch. Don't spoil it. Yeah, that's going to go down as one of my favorite shows ever. It really is. It just brings everything back for me. All the nostalgia and everything like that. It really takes me back. And I'm going to miss it when it's gone. The Duffers are working on apparently they're going to work for Paramount in the future, but they're also working on another Netflix show, which is a very, very cool cast. And it's supposed to be a sci-fi thriller that they're doing, but the cast is amazing. They've got a lot of really good actors in it. But yeah, it's amazing.
Gotcha.
Christian Cage and Kaz. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah. Look at Kazarian. Holy.
Yeah, this is a throwback. We were talking earlier about how much we love how they're doing this again. So
yeah, that they're showing that. Yep.
Yeah. Joe, you want to go through some of the matches real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is what we have announced so far. Street fight. Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner with Steph DeLander. Who you got in that one, Joe, in chat?
Oh man, that's gonna be that's a bloody one. It's gonna be a bloody one.
Yeah.
Because of Steph DeLander, I'm gonna go with Mance, I think. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Mance Warner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mance Warner in this. I think it's gonna be a James Chadwick special, man. I think it's gonna be bloody.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Mance too.
Okay.
I think Steph DeLander plays a part.
Yep.
Next match, Mike Santana versus Charlie Dempsey.
I like Dempsey. I think it's going to be I think it'll be a fun match, but Santana's on a mission. I don't see him losing. Santana's going to take apart those guys one by one if he has to. And so, no, I can't pick against Mike Santana there. I got to go with Mike Santana.
All right, so we just got a match.
Yep, I see it.
Cedric Alexander versus Eric Young. Let's predict that one real quick.
Oh, man. I'll go with Cedric, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Eric Young win in nefarious ways.
Yeah. I think EY wins with shenanigans.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll go with Cedric, but I'm a little leery on that.
Yeah. All right, so you said Mike Santana, Charlie.
Yeah. Yep.
You got Mike Santana. Yeah, I got Mike Santana. They're going over the rest of the card. We're like we are right now, so.
Okay.
Let's see. I think this one was already made official, so I think I'm safe to go over this one. The Rascals, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, Dez Xavier, Myron Reed, going up against Order 4, Mustafa Ali, John Skyler, Jason Hotch, Special Agent 0.
Man. No, that Special Agent 0 is tough. He gets involved with a lot of things, and he's just a big dude. I mean, unless the Rascals have someone else up their sleeve, maybe, that might come in to try to offset that. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Order 4. I'm going to go with Order 4, I think.
Going with Order 4. I'm going to go with the Rascals.
Okay.
Just because,
Okay.
Listen, they had a lot of fun in the treehouse earlier. That's another.
Okay.
Have to go back and watch. TNA Knockouts World Tag Team title, the Inspiration, the champs defending against Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford. And then after this prediction, we'll go to the we'll just go to this match and we'll do the rest after.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go with the inspiration to retain. Just because I think it would kind of behoove them to keep the titles where they're at least for now, going into that big show in January. So I'm gonna go with the inspiration to retain.
For that reason, unfortunately, I think we get a change.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think that
You think that AMC wants Tessa to have the gold?
Joe, I think it's a test, honestly.
Okay.
I think it's a test run. If it were a singles title, I would tell you no.
Okay.
But because it's a tag team title, I think it's a possibility. I'm not saying for sure, but I think it's a definite possibility. I think it's a test to see.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
And they could very well lose them that debut episode on AMC. But I think it's a very strong possibility that they win tomorrow night.
Okay.
Or maybe they hold off until Genesis. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking.
The thing about the inspiration, too, I guess you got to be a little leery of is how long are they going to stick around?
Right.
So if they're not going to be around for a long time, and maybe we don't know the status of their contracts or anything, maybe they might want some people that they know that they're going to be around for the long haul. So that's a good point. Some people are saying, agreeing with you, Tessa Blanchard, Victoria Crawford. Hello, Brandon. How are you? Mila Moore is now partnering. I think you meant to say Tessa and Victoria. I still think the inspiration win.
Yeah, Mila Moore is another one that you got to keep your eyes on because the numbers game is going to be in favor of Tessa and Victoria Crawford. So does that come into play? Do they get her involved? And maybe they steal it that way. Who knows?
Yep. Could very well be.
Getting Team NXT going up against Team TNA right now, Joe.
Yes, I see. The Hardys are in there.
And as you saw on the preview that TNA was doing, the Hardys have a tag team title match tomorrow night.
Yep.
So, yeah, this could be – man. I mean, a couple interesting things could happen tomorrow night. You could end up with a couple NXT folks with titles.
Yeah. We've seen that before.
We've seen it before.
I heard the Inspiration is working TNA without a contract. Their deal was up at Mountain LC. That would make a lot of sense then that they might not keep the titles.
I would always say with that kind of stuff, especially with contract stuff, be careful where you get your information from.
Yeah.
With any of the news, but especially that kind of stuff, because people will drop a rumor and create friction where there is none for an agenda. So just be careful where you get that stuff from is my only bit of advice on that. My man is out there looking like a dead fish, man.
Maclin's in there.
Flopping around like a dead fish.
He is. I wonder too, how long are the Hardys going to stick around?
See, I think their situation is solely how do they feel?
Right.
Like, do you feel like you can still go?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can still do it at a high level and, put on some good matches? I mean, you're not looking for them to put on the types of matches that they did 20 years ago, but oh my gosh. Maclin just sent Stacks out of the ring. Oh,
yes,
wow.
He did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, James, go ahead. Go ahead. Make some suggestions. I'll write them down. Barry Monkey saying, I don't mind top NXT talent getting TNA titles. I would have an issue with these lower order NXT wrestlers winning them. Let me ask you this, Barry Monkey. Is it because they're lower card talent, and you feel like maybe that brings the prestige of the title down, or what's your main point of hesitation or contention with that? Lexis King, he got chopped out of his shoes almost. Oof.
What's James' suggestions?
Yeah, I want to know, what his suggestion is.
You're holding us in suspense, James.
Yeah.
It would be really great if Deonna Purrazzo shows up. Yeah, Deonna, Taya Valkyrie. For sure. I would like to see either one of them come back. Making the background a little less festive with a Christmas tree, or a little festive with a Christmas tree and so on. There you go.
Got you covered.
That works. James, did you have any chocolate oranges yet? I've had 3 of them already. I've had 2 dark chocolate ones and 1 milk chocolate one. They have them in Dollar General now. So that's kind of cool. Easier to get a hold of since Rite Aid closed in most places now and I can't get them there. I bought them already for Christmas. Which one do you like better? Do you like the dark chocolate or do you like the milk chocolate one? Or I don't even know if you get them both there. You maybe don't. I like the dark one a little better. I like dark chocolate better too. It's not as sweet. And I think I just like it a little better. Stax is in big trouble.
I'd say so. I think that trouble will continue tomorrow night, but we'll predict that match next. So,
you like a milk dark chocolate? Oh, okay, yeah.
Woo. Yeah, Cederic is getting handled over there in that corner.
Yeah, he really is. Yes, he is. I'm actually trying this. I'm doing this through hearing no sound. I usually have my iPad connected up to my headphones, but now I had to get a new iPad. And now I need USB-C headphones to pop in there because it's a USB-C instead of a lightning connector, which I do not have. I'll pick them up from work one day. They're cheap.
Yeah, I have. I've got Beats that I connect to.
Wireless ones.
I got wireless ones. Before I had just some random wireless Bluetooth headphones, and it worked fine. But I got these, I think, for my birthday. So
nice. Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode. Was 2012 the best year of Jeff Hardy's career? See the full playlist on TNA Plus. Congrats to the PIAA 4A Pennsylvania High School football state champions, Southern Lehigh Spartans from Coopersburg, PA. Not only are they champions, they are undefeated on the season. Nice. They Coopersburg, PA. Southern Lehigh, I was going to say now, is that I was thinking like when you first said that, I was thinking like Allentown. But that must be, what are they, Western PA? Coopersburg is Western Pennsylvania, I think. Could be wrong. Wow, did that just end? Wow, that really ended late. Usually high school football is done November, October, November.
Down in South Carolina, they play the state championship this weekend.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, our little area here, we've never had teams that have gotten anywhere near that far.
Yeah.
In that we used to, I think when I was in high school, I went to see our team actually. Now this was from the little tiny high school that we had. It wasn't even the biggest high school in the area. Made it to states in basketball. But Jeff, it was the funniest thing. We get there, we go down on the bus, and we get there, and we're watching them shoot their layups at the beginning, right? You know, the teams come out and they're doing and we see our guys coming out, and they're just shooting their layups. We see the team they're playing, they come out and they're dunking. Every single basket, dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm like, right then, I'm like, they're dead. they're yep, yeah, they're done. And sure enough, they got smoked. They lost by like 30, 40 points. It wasn't even close.
Yeah,
and
that's rough.
Yeah, it was a massacre. I mean, but it was such a small little school, and we were going up against one of the biggest schools in the state. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be bad. South of Allentown. Okay, I figured Lehigh. Yeah. Quakertown. Okay. Yeah. Hardy's retain. Da, 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 da. Armbar throws him. One of my old high school's team rivals was Rob Gronkowski. Oh, no way. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like thinking about some of the NFL guys that I played against.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
High school. It's just wow. Like Daryl Schwabshire in high school was a 6'4", 280-pound running back.
Oh, well, that's crazy, man.
In the NFL, he played defensive end.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny how a lot of them say, like when you watch a lot of the pro players, a lot of them will say that they were completely different positions when they played high school as to what once they got into college. I would imagine, Jeff, and you would know this better, when you get to college and you get to that level, that's probably when they groom you. Okay, this is what you're going to play. We know what you played before, but this is what you're going to play, and this is how you're going to do it. So yeah, I would imagine that.
I mean, at the high school level, you can, if you're a good athlete, you can pretty much out athlete everyone.
Yeah.
But when you're a college athlete, you find out real quick that everyone's there for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're talented just like you. So the competition level steps up a little bit more. So yeah.
Yeah. Derek's talking about dating someone, Eddie Lacy's sister, who now looks like Eddie Lacy.
I see. I can't fool with you, Derek.
Someone at my school went to Penn State and he became a financial advisor and dated a Knicks cheerleader. Tough life. Good for him. That's where I went, Conrad, Penn State. Good old State College. My claim to fame at Penn State was I interviewed Joe Paterno for one of my journalism classes, and I got to see Kerry Collins completely annihilated drunk walking down the middle of College Avenue, almost get hit by a couple cars, and then finally got picked up by a whole bunch. It was almost like they sent the FBI to get him. These two big black Broncos come, and they one of them, they grab him, they pull him into the truck, and off they go. And I'm like, yep, they were players from the team more than likely. What's up, Deanna?
Hey, Deanna. Join us from Twitch this evening.
I went to the State Pen. Not Penn State, the State Pen. Oh, man.
So I don't know if this is still the case, but up until last year, I still hold the school record in shot put at my college.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I tried shot put once when I was in Boy Scouts, and I almost literally, the first time I tried it, I fell. I go swinging around. I'm like, because I probably was maybe 12, 13,
okay.
and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to swing this with all the might that I have, and I just fell right in the dirt.
It threw you.
Yep. Michael Vasquez, hello. Thank you, sir.
Oh, here we go. Jeff Hardy and Lexis King, but it's Jeff Hardy against the world right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, nice reversal there from Jeff.
Well, Jeff, your prediction came true, and LA Knight won.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's going to win now, Jeff. I do. I think you called it. I think they're going to put him over. I think this, the more I thought about what you said, I'm like, it makes a lot of sense because I think he got derailed by Roman. And I think now they're thinking, you know what? This is another way we have now to get this guy over like we want him to. And that would be to beat Gunther, because I doubt anyone probably maybe thinks that he will in a one-on-one situation. But I think you called it. I know, Peasant. Drew Alar has been in Penn State 6 years. Yeah, it's a shame how he ended his career. It sucks when they get hurt, and he could have had a pretty big payday. He could have gotten drafted really, really high, and got a big payday. And it's a shame now. His career was cut short by that injury, and it's going to drop his draft stock. So, which is a shame.
Oh, Tyson Dupont is just – that dude is just no joke, man.
Kick to the chin. Wonder what it's going to be now, Jeff. I wonder if this will affect the partnership at all. Now that I don't think so either. I wouldn't think AMC would affect it.
What I was telling everyone earlier is typically when you are ending a working relationship, you don't include reference to that working relationship in an announcement press release. Mm-hmm. And they included that TNA and WWE entered into a groundbreaking multi-year partnership, which means that TNA stars show up on NXT and vice versa and all of that. So I think that the partnership will continue. It may end earlier than anticipated or earlier than originally forecast. I don't know, but I think that it will continue. I think more than anything, people have been looking for it to be TNA WWE main roster, and I think going forward it's going to be more TNA NXT.
Okay,
that's where TNA NXT evolve. I think that's where it's going to be. It doesn't mean that we can't get the big matches, but I think it's going to be more of this on a regular basis.
Oh, everybody just got taken out.
Yeah, they did.
What if LA goes heel to beat Cena? Another way of spicing things up.
I think that's the direction they go.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to have to see something in his next match. Wow, Stacks pinned the champ. So
he did.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that'd be very interesting, Jeff. You know why? Because I think it would give somebody else for Cody to wrestle.
Right.
Because Cody, let's face facts. Cody's title reign, unless they were going to come up with Randy Orton, because Randy would have been the next maybe logical step to go if Randy turned. But we need some fresh blood going after Cody.
Yeah, I love that this by Deanna right here, because my question was going to be, what do you do with Gunther with a loss? What do you do next with him? That's a very good way to get out of that.
That's true. Oh, the director of Authority looks pretty pissed.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He looks pretty pissed.
Santino is not happy at all.
Maclin. Yeah, no, they're is Gunther injured. Thought it would be Gunther or Joe Hendry. No, Gunther won.
So it's Gunther LA Knight.
Yep. It's Gunther and LA Knight. Hendry won't be in NXT long.
We talked about that a little bit earlier too. Yeah.
Might not be. Yeah. I mean, the thing Joe has is he's got a lot of wrestling under his belt, but he also has a lot of he's got the capability of already doing really, really good promos. So there's not too much he has to learn. And so I could see it. I could see both him and I could see Ethan Page getting called up pretty soon, I would think. Obafemi as well, more than likely. So yeah, I could definitely see that. I look Jordan as well. Jordan Grace may also be. It's going to be very interesting on how they do it, and I don't know if they're going to go back to a draft or anything like that. But yeah, WWE fans will eat up Hendry. Oh yeah, I think that they should
done the right way.
Yeah, and I think that they should let him do his music stuff.
I was gonna say it does. They don't need to change much of his presentation at all.
No.
If he can lean in the lane of music, but make it feel different. I think the thing is making it feel different than Elias. Like you can't make it. You got to make it feel different from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as they get that right, if they do it right, yes, they will. WWE fans will love Joe Hendry for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, Joe, we got a couple more matches, and then we'll get folks scores for tonight's show.
All right, sounds good.
But the TNA International Championship, Steve Maclin, the champ, going up against the man that just pinned him, Stacks.
I am going to go with Maclin here to retain. It's going to be a really, really good match between the two of them. But I'm gonna have to say Maclin retains, I believe.
I agree. I think Maclin retains. If he doesn't, it's going to be by shenanigans and a lot of overbooking. All right, next match, and let us know in the chat who do you have in these two. Dylan says Maclin, John G. Maclin, Katie Maclin. We'll wait on a couple more, and then we'll go to the next match.
Sounds good.
The rest of these are championship matches, by the way. So
okay.
Deanna saying Maclin as well.
Maclin. Yeah, everybody pretty much agreeing there.
Pretty much riding with Maclin. So TNA X Division Championship. We've got the champ, Leon Slater, going up against AJ Francis, who he told not to try to flip or do anything like that tonight because we all know what happened the last time. So who you have in this one? Leon Slater, the champ, or you got the challenger, AJ Francis?
They are not taking it away from Leon Slater. No way, no how. So Leon's going to retain. It's going to be an interesting match. It's like a David and Goliath type thing, but yeah, Leon Slater is not going to lose that title. So that is definitely going to be Leon Slater. So yep.
I think it would be a tremendous shock if he lost.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, don't put it past TNA, but I still think that Leon Slater is the present and the future, and I think he's going to win. So
yep, I agree.
And I think a lot of people agree with this. So except for Matthew. Matthew is going with AJ Francis. Clown is going with AJ Francis. Okay, so we are getting a couple of AJs. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right. TNA World Title. World Tag Team title match here. We got the Hardys going up against Tyriek and Tyson. Who you got in that one, Joe?
I have the Hardys retaining as well.
And also keep in mind that Tyriek and Tyson will have Robert Stone with them. But
Yeah,
given the beat down that he took tonight from Mike Santana, he might want to stay out of everything. He may not want to fight anymore. He might not want to get in the wrestling ring for a while. So just throwing that out there.
not to mention you had a real nasty look there from Santino. So maybe if he gets involved, Santino might come down and get involved too. So.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you got the Hardys.
Yep. Got the Hardys, and so does it look like it. Pretty much everyone else.
Yeah, I've got the Hardys too.
Yeah.
I've got the Hardys. All right, Knockouts World Championship match. The new champ, Lei Ying Lee, defending against her tag team partner, Zaya Brookside. Should be an interesting match. Who do you have in this one, Joe and Chat?
This soon after just getting the title, I can't go against Lei Ying Lee. I think it's going to be very good. This has the makings of one of those where you can kind of get somebody doing a change of personality in one way or another. Whether someone turns heel that used to be a face or something along those lines. But Lee will retain. But I think it's going to be good. And there might be some developing stories here with character changes from one or the other.
Yeah. John saying, I think Lei Ying Lee wins, but I think either her or Zaya turn heel.
Yep.
I think Lei Ying Lee wins it. I don't know how long her reign will be. I can unfortunately see her losing at Genesis. The only hesitation that I have is that I don't want the Knockouts title to become the hot potato that gets passed around. That's the only concern I have. I haven't seen that happen yet, but I don't want it to become that. So that's my only fear. But
yep,
there's that.
Yep. Good
I
stuff.
guess most people are saying Lei Ying Lee.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, pretty much everybody.
All right, TNA World Championship time. The champ, Frankie Kazarian, defending against JDC. Who do you have in that one?
I'm going Frankie, man. I think that they I think it's pretty clear that Frankie is probably more motivated than I've seen him in quite a while, and I think he really wants to. You know, I've heard a bunch of interviews with him now, both on the, but I think he wants to be that guy. And I think Frankie's Frankie. And of course he's saying he deserves to be that guy. But that's just who Frankie is. But I think he's going to be the guy that's going to lead them into this new thing on AMC. And that Nick could cash into. That's another possibility. Yeah. If they really want to change, then that could be the way that they go. But I don't know. I just kind of think that Frankie will retain, and maybe Nick holds on to cashing in until till Genesis in January. That would make a little more sense to me. So yeah, I think Kaz will retain.
I've got Frankie winning. And I think that Nick Nemeth cashes in at Genesis.
Yep.
But there's something, there's some small feeling. Something tells me that maybe JDC somehow either sneaks out a win, or we find out that maybe he's not retiring, or I don't know. But
yeah, that's right. This is supposed to be his retirement thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be done soon. So something gives me a weird feeling about this match. So
yeah,
we'll see.
They could throw something in there because of the stipulations and everything that are going on. So yeah, that could very well be. That could very well be. What if Tyler Breeze helps? That'd be something. That would be. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. All in all, I think it's going to, and Jeff, I think too that I think one of the things we will get is I think we're going to get a big explosive after the show ending. That's going to lead into the AMC thing and their next pay-per-view. I think we're going to get something cool. That's going to happen as far as the new TV deal and all that kind of stuff. So,
that's where I think Eric Young and his crew come in.
Okay.
I don't think we get reveals, but I think they do something at the very end of the show.
Okay.
To represent that the move to AMC, and all these other things are part of the cleanse, and we find out more about that on AMC. That's what
okay. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, because what else could Eric Young have been talking about all this time? Yeah,
right.
I like that. Why not incorporate one of the originals, one of the OGs into this whole thing? And Eric Young was very involved when they were doing the big change the last time too.
Yeah.
So, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. And who knows? Like I said, maybe we get a surprise as to who is a part of this cleanse. Maybe there's someone else that comes out that we just get a glimpse of real quick that might be involved in that group that maybe was in TNA in the past and maybe comes back. It'd be cool. It'd be very cool. Looking at Kazarian versus JDC, not the most exciting sounding match, but I have a sneaky feeling it might steal the show. Yeah. Nanner says, I'm calling shenanigans at the end.
Yeah.
It could certainly have that kind of an ending. Yeah.
It could be like a cliffhanger ending to you gotta tune in on January 15th to find out what took place. So
I'll tell you this. I think for the last one of the year, they're really, I think, going to want to blow this out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
They really are for several reasons. Yeah, for several reasons. Even though it's not, it's not one of their biggest pay-per-views, obviously, of the year and stuff like that. But they're really going to want to blow it out of the water because they want to get everybody excited about the change. They want to get everybody, getting ready for next year to watch them and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that I think this is going to be an important show for them, and I think it's going to be a fun one. And I think they're going to knock it out of the park. So
I feel like for TNA, this is an audition of sorts.
It is, yeah.
And I feel how they build this, and build momentum going into January 15th. Will set the foundation for how this partnership with AMC goes. Yeah. And I feel like they're going to treat tomorrow night like it's a Bound for Glory or a Slammiversary or one of their important shows. They're not going to treat it like a special. All the shows are important, but they're going to treat it like one of their marquee shows of the year. Yeah. And I look for them to pull some things out of thin air and do some stuff that might be a little bit more over the top than what we've seen in Final Resolutions past and things kind of leading into the holidays, just because of the magnitude of the announcement that we got this week and how big this is for TNA and the growth potential for the company and for the fans and for the talent.
Yep, I agree 100%. I think it's going to be fun. So you know what that means, guys? You're going to have to come out and see. I would not miss this one. So you'll have to come back out tomorrow night and find out. 8:15 is when it starts. So yeah, no pre-show, Jeff?
They are doing the one match on the countdown.
Okay.
And that's the Eric Young Cedric Alexander match. That starts at 8:30, so we'll go. We'll be on a few minutes early, but yeah, we'll start at 8:15. Countdown show starts at 8:30. I do need for everyone to drop your scores for tonight's episode chat before we head out of here.
Yeah, definitely go ahead and do that. And you saw our schedule up there. Remember to join us tomorrow night. I will be along. Will I get out at 8:15-ish usually? I'll get home by 8:45. Definitely on by 9. So maybe hopefully a little bit before that if I can get out quickly. And then I might be munching on something when I get here. So you'll have to excuse me. But 3 more likes to hit the goal. Yeah, let's go. Should have a like from everybody out there in the chat. Big announcement tomorrow, maybe a big signing or a return. Matthew says a 9. Eric Young for the win and for tonight's show, 9. Podcast a 10. Thank you, Deanna. 9.25 from John Kessler. You have a great weekend as well. Hope you join us tomorrow. John G saying 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
A lot of 9s, so that's cool.
Yeah. I guess I'll give my score.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
The start to the show for me was extremely emotional. You could tell that it meant a lot. That really set the tone. I felt like it was a good night. I didn't feel like it was a 10 out of 10 show, but I feel like it was a good night. But I also thought that they had a ton of pressure on them because of what they're announcing. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to give tonight's show an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a good show. A lot of building towards tomorrow night and future things you can kind of see on the radar. So I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10. Thought it was really good. Looking forward to tomorrow night because we're getting some good matchups tomorrow night.
Awesome. Well, there you go. I'm going to have to hold my score. I can give it to you guys tomorrow night because I have to go back and watch the rest and check everything out. So there you have it. Well, yeah, I guess that's going to do it for us for this evening. I hope you all can come out and join us tomorrow night for the pay-per-view. It should be awesome. And like I said, in more ways than one, I think we're going to get a lot of cool things that are going to happen on this leading into next year and the whole new thing with the AMC deal. So a couple people more chiming in. We got 7.5 for Barry Monkey. Said it was good, but nothing special. You as well, Clown. Shabazz says a 10 out of 10. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. Join us tomorrow, guys. Come out and hopefully we will see you all for the next one, which of course is tomorrow night in a pay-per-view. So yeah. Hope we see you all tomorrow. Please make sure that if you have not done so, and maybe you're watching this after the fact, you subscribe to the channel for all of the TNA content. It's going to be a great time to jump on that TNA bandwagon if you're new to it. And if you don't watch it, I think you're going to want to start to do that. Maybe you haven't watched it in many, many, many years. This is a great time to come back. And we are always doing the TNA content. Yeah, great time to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you drop a like on the streams as well that you watch. It helps us out big time. And then hit that notification bell to be notified about when we have future content. All right, guys. Well, hey, you all have a great rest of your night. Please stay safe. Be kind to one another always. And hopefully we will see you all for tomorrow's pay-per-view. Have a great night, everybody, and we will talk to you all soon.
TNA!